What's up everybody and welcome to another edition of AGR's Pop Culture Reviews. And this really goes without saying, but the relief effort continues and it's more important now than ever. We are still recovering from Hurricane Irma, Hurricane Harvey, and now Hurricane Maria. And I do have to pay special attention to what's going on in Puerto Rico because it has now become a humanitarian crisis. So if you can, guys, please visit the Red Cross website and donate what you can. And it goes without saying that the proceeds from this episode will be donated to the Red Cross to help in that relief effort. So guys, while superheroes are great, we don't need metahumans to help out each other. It just takes a little bit of effort, humanity, and a little bit of logistics. So give what you can, guys. So let's go ahead and go on to the review, guys. Today we're going to be taking a look at Kotobukiya's ARTFX statue of Wonder Woman. Let's take a closer look. I really have to say, I apologize. I actually meant to get this up last weekend, but things got so bogged down and I got really busy doing other things and I couldn't review this statue. But I am making up for it now, guys. I'm definitely going to take a look at this thing because it is absolutely beautiful. And here's the thing, I reviewed Hot Toys' 1/6 scale version of Wonder Woman from Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice. And I have to say that this statue is really a contender for that 1/6 scale figure. It is absolutely stunning. I have to admit, when I first saw this and I saw the renders of the early pictures for the statue, I wasn't initially impressed and probably was going to skip this one. But since it was sent to me, I decided I'd review it, and oh my god, this thing is absolutely stunning, guys. Just take a look at the head sculpt here. That is beautiful. And I have to say, I don't know which one I like more, this one or the Hot Toys 1/6 scale version. This sculpt is amazing. The countenance in the face is perfect, especially the eyes. Most importantly though, I do love the way that she's kind of glancing over at you. Not only is it very sexy, but it's very powerful. The tiara was done with a lot of detail as well, and the sculpt in the hair just looks magnificent, guys. Again, these videos do not do this statue justice. It is stunning. Now, the other really major advantage of this over the 1/6 scale figure is basically because it is a sculpt, because it is a statue and has that basically nice pose, it does look a lot more organic. The attention to detail in the armor is also great. While not as detailed, in my opinion, as the 1/6 scale version, it's really well done. The strap looks great, but most importantly is the contrast between the three colors, the gold, the red, and the blue. It's really well done here, just like in the Hot Toys figure. You know, in the film, Wonder Woman is constantly moving and you don't always get a chance to really look at every detail in the costume, but it looks like this figure continued that same tradition or that same pattern of her kind of skirt. It does have that very awesome reptilian look, and I think they did it a little bit better here. It just looks a little more freaking amazing. I like the texture there and especially the shading, and again, that is the advantage of it being a statue, is that they can really shade things well here. I also have to mention, and something that I didn't mention before, is that the shading in the skin tones looks really well done. Ultimately just adds another layer of 3 dimension to this already amazing statue. Now, Wonder Woman's lasso here also looks pretty good, even though it's somewhat muted from what we see in the 1/6 scale figure. And I do have to make comparisons to that figure because it's the one that I just reviewed. But it doesn't mean that it doesn't look good. It actually fits very well with this figure, and I like the overall tone of it. Very nicely done, and because, again, it is a sculpt, there are certain advantages to the way that it looks. Now, I do have to say that her gauntlets here look fantastic, and whoever did the paint job on this not only did it really neat, but also made it look like it was metal. That's the trick. When you know something is PVC or plastic or something like that, but you paint it in such a way that it looks metallic, it's always a good thing, and they really outdid themselves in the statue in making sure that this thing looked very lifelike. This was an awesome job. Guys, by far, the most impressive thing about this statue is definitely the sword. Look at the incredible amount of detail. That is Hot Toys-esque, guys. Look at the hilt, look at the handle, especially the blade, the engraving. Guys, this thing is absolutely stunning. And for this price point, I have to say, Kotobukiya did an amazing job. Their ARTFX line is becoming increasingly popular, and I can absolutely see why. Just look at the quality there, guys. Complementing the already magnificently done sword, you get this beautiful shield, and now these are the alternate sword and shields that she gets, I think, later on in the film, if I'm remembering correctly. But take a look at the detail on this, guys. Not only is it intricate, but look at that beautiful pattern. They just went above and beyond in terms of overall detail for this piece, guys, and that looks freaking amazing. Now, I do want to draw your attention to the reverse side of this piece as well, because I think it's worth mentioning. If you have a mirrored back, this is a piece that absolutely deserves it. The sculpt on the hair of this piece is absolutely beautiful, guys. I mean, words cannot describe how nice this looks, but overall the silhouette, that epic stance that she has, especially in her shoulders, is just really well done, guys. So if you have a cabinet or a space that actually reflects the back of this figurine, or statue I should say, it definitely, you guys, you owe it to yourselves to display it that way. Now the leg armor is also done really well here. It's actually on par with the 1/6 scale Hot Toys figure, and it looks pretty well done. While not as completely detailed and not as metallic looking as the 1/6 scale figure, it does look pretty nice. The only thing I have to complain about this figure, and it's a very big complaint, is this hideous base. I don't know what the hell they were thinking when they did this as the base for this figure, because it really doesn't go with it. I can't even understand why they did this, but this is what we got, guys. Now the really cool thing about this statue though is that it comes with 2 additional accessories. As I mentioned before, it does come with the alternate sword and the alternate shield, something that you don't get in the 1/6 scale Hot Toys figure, which is really cool. They're also very intricate and extremely detailed, just like what we've already seen in the other sword and the shield, so that's pretty good that we have that option to display it either way. So if you have the Hot Toys figure and if you have this figure, you can display him with both weapon and armor sets, which is always pretty cool. Ultimately, guys, this is a wonderful statue, and if you're on a budget and want an alternative to the 1/6 scale Hot Toys figure, this is definitely it, guys, because it is a great piece. I also have to mention, because of the incredible popularity of this piece, I can instantly categorize it as a Holy Grail piece. So if you want it, guys, now's the time to pick it up. Now before I go, I just want to thank the folks over at iHome for sending this wonderful piece of swag over, Poe Dameron's X-Wing Fighter. It's essentially a Bluetooth device that you can pair up with your iPhone or Android, and it will respond to voice commands. It's a wonderful way for you to have that extra boosting speaker power in your home office or even in your studio. I also want to thank the folks over at Kotobukiya and Big Bad Toy Store for sending this wonderful piece over for review, and if you're interested in this and other collectibles, please visit www.bigbadtoystore.com. Alright everybody, so that's my official review on Kotobukiya's ARTFX statue of Wonder Woman. As always, I thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next AGR's Pop Culture Reviews.